Welcome to my wonderful grade 3s and welcome to this lesson. I hope that you have had a wonderful week so far and you're excited for Friday. Grade 3s, thank you for being so lovely. I know that I taught you math yesterday, but today we're going to be doing English. So I hope that you are excited and I hope that you are well rested because we are going to get started now. Grade 3s, if you have any questions about this lesson, please send it to grade3@worksheetcloud.com and we will try and get back to you as soon as we can after this lesson. Grade 3s, remember, this email address is for the times when you're not quite sure about something or you think teacher did not cover something properly with you. Then you send us an email and we will try and cover that when we get your email. So, let's get started, grade 3s. Today we're going to be looking at sentences. So we're going to be discussing what sentences are, and I'm going to be going into the lesson outline with you soon. But this is our topic for today. So, what is our lesson outline? We are going to be looking at what is a sentence, subject, verb, object of a sentence, and then we're going to do an activity together. So that is what our plan is for today, grade 3. So before I get into the lesson, I have a little, snack for you. We are going to learn how to write a song. So I'm going to get out of your way. I'm not quite sure where the song goes, but I will be right over here with you, grade 4s. So, let's make up a song. What do we need? We need a rhythm or a beat or a tune, okay? We need words and obviously our voices. So, we are going to have to think of a tune now, grade 3s. Think of your favorite song or a tune that we already know. And then we're going to add it to the words that I'm going to put on the screen now. So, we love to learn every day. When we get up, we love to say, where is WorksheetCloud? We scream it very loud. We want to know what sentences are. So let's go. Okay, so that's our words. So now we need to find a tune that would go with us. So, okay, so your song can be a actual tune, okay, or like, the I love you tune, we can go, we can add that to our song, or we can just rap it, okay. Let's see how I don't know if I'm very good at rapping, but we can try. Okay. We love to learn every day. When we get up, we love to say, where is WorksheetCloud? We scream it very loud. We want to know what sentences are, so let's go. I'm not quite sure if I did it any justice, grade 3s, but I'm sure wherever you are sitting here trying to make up the same rap, or you already gave it such a beautiful tune and you're singing it aloud at home. So well done to you, grade 3s. So now that we've gotten our song out of the way, we can finally get to the rest of our lesson. Let me get out of your way over here. So, what is a sentence? It is a group of words that forms a complete thought. So, when we put these words together, they form a complete thought and they are a sentence. However, that's not only what makes a sentence. It begins with a capital letter. It can end in a full stop, exclamation mark, or a question mark. So, these are the ways that sentences can end. So, I have my different punctuation marks here on the side. So, here I have my full stop, my question mark, and my exclamation mark. And grade 3s, remember, I like it when we sound out our words so that we know what the words are supposed to sound like when we say it. So this is a full stop, a question mark, and an exclamation mark. And when we ask you what a sentence is, you first have to say that a sentence has words, okay? And these words are put together and they have to make sense and they form a complete thought. And over here I have an example for you. Mandy ate apples. That is an example of a full sentence. And in the next slide now, we're going to find our subjects, our verbs, and our objects. And then we're going to do it in practice. So subject, verb, object. And I took the sentence from the previous slide. Mandy ate apples. Okay, so Mandy is a person, and what she's doing, she's eating apples, or she ate apples already. It means it's in past tense, and the apples is what she's busy eating. So the reason why I'm explaining that to you before I even get into subject, verb, object, grade 3s is I want you to have a clear understanding that Mandy is the person who is doing the action, and this action is being done to the object or the apples of this sentence. And as I can see, the beginning of my sentence starts with a capital letter and it ends with a full stop. So now I can see this is a full sentence and it's also expressing a complete thought. So the subject of the sentence, and I'm going to take my pen out now, grade 3s. The subject of the sentence, which is Mandy, is who or what performs the action of the sentence. So when I look at my sentence and I ask myself, who is performing this action? That tells me what or who my subject is. And in this sentence, my subject is Mandy. The verb of the sentence expresses the action. Now the verb is the doing word. And when I want to find my doing word, I need to ask myself, can I? Can I smile? Yes. So that is a verb. Can I nod? Then that's a verb. Can I Mandy? No. So that means Mandy can't be a verb. So in this sentence, my verb is ate. Because can you eat? Yes. So therefore, this word ate is a verb. And it expresses the action of the sentence. The object of the sentence is who or what receives the action. So, who or what is the object is the action is being done to it by the subject. So, now I can see that my object is apples or are apples because Mandy is ate the apples and therefore the apples has now, well, the action has been done to the apples because they have been eaten up. Okay? So, Mandy ate apples and my Mandy is my subject, ate is my verb, and apples is the object. The subject of the sentence is who or what performs the action. The verb expresses the action of the sentence. And then lastly, the object of the sentence is who or what receives that action. I hope you all understand this, grade 3s, and I'm going to leave it on for a few more seconds for you to just read it and see if you can understand it better. Okay. So, identifying SVO. And what do I mean when I say SVO? I mean subject, verb, and object. So, I have a few sentences on the side here, and what we're going to do is we're going to break this up, not into its parts of speech. Grade 3 is we are going to identify our subject, our verb, and our object in the sentence. So what I want you to do first is I want you to write down these sentences. You can pause this video at this stage, write down the sentences, and then try and see if you can identify the subject, verb, and object. And I'm going to give you a few seconds now to do that, and then we're going to continue together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw with a different color so that we can all see. Okay, and I'm going to choose red. And we're going to first start by reading our sentences aloud, and then we're going to identify our subject, our verb, and our object. So, Mark plays games. Mark is who is performing the action. So, Mark is my subject. And I'm going to draw a nice red line over or under Mark. And then I'm going to choose a different color for my verb. Plays. Can I play? Yes, I can. So plays must be my verb. And I'm going to draw a blue line under the word plays. And then another different color, I'm going to identify my object, games. So the action is being done to games, right? Because Mark is playing games, or he plays games. So now I can see that this is my object. And I can put my O over there. So as you can see, S, V, O. And that's what I wanted you to do as you are writing it on your own now, grade 3s. So we are going to do the next ones together as well. So Matthew laughs at Sarah. Matthew is performing the action, so Matthew is my subject. Okay? And laughs is my verb because it expresses the action of the sentence. And then my object is Sarah because Mark is now laughing at Sarah. So the action is being done to Sarah. Please try the next one on your own, grade 3s. Molly eats cake. And while you are busy doing that, I'm going to get my pen out so long. So, who is performing the action? Molly. So Molly is my subject. What is the action? The action is eats, so that is my verb. And the action is being done to who or what? It's being done to the cake. And wouldn't you love some cake right now, grade 3s? I would love some cake right now. I know it's very early in the morning, but I can indulge sometimes, right? Okay, but not for breakfast, grade 3s. Okay, Shante bakes a cake. Take out my red again. Who is performing my action? Shante, so she is my subject. What action is she performing? She is baking a cake, which means that bakes is my verb. And the object, what is being affected by the action, is the cake, which is my object. Right. Michael picks berries. Michael is the one performing the action, grade 3s. So that is my subject. Picks is expressing the action of the sentence. So that is my verb. And lastly, the action is being done to the object, which is the berries. And our last sentence, Daneo kicks a ball. We ask ourselves, who is performing the action? We can see that it is Daneo. Very good. Who is now my subject. Then our action of the sentence is being expressed by the word kicks. So that is my verb. And what is being affected by the verb, or what is being impacted on by the verb, is the ball. So that is my object. So as you can see, grade 3s, we can break up our sentences into subject, verb, object. And when you do it on your own, you can either do it the way I've done it by writing the SVO on top, or you can even draw lines between them to kind of separate them, and you can see the subject, the verb, and the object. I hope you understood this so far, grade 3s. So, grade 3s, remember you can send any questions about this lesson to grade3@worksheetcloud.com. An activity and memo is provided for you after this lesson. And I hope, grade 3s, that you're going to re-watch this video and come up with a very, very, very good tune for the song that we made together. If you want to rap it, great. And if you want to sing it, even better. But grade 3s, please explore your talents, because I'm sure so many of you have so many talents. And even though we might have to stay at home, it's still good to express how we feel in a creative way. So from me, grade 3s, I really hope that you enjoyed this and that you had a good lesson with me. And from me, teacher Nicole, goodbye.